Don't know where to start. It can be overwhelming, even paralyzing. So let's fix that. Welcome to Simply Cyber, a community of tens of thousands of aspiring and active cybersecurity professionals focused on networking, knowledge sharing, and professional development. I'm Dr. Gerald, Auger, Chief Content Creator at Simply Cyber, inviting you to get the answers to your cybersecurity problems with hundreds of cybersecurity videos answering your frequently asked questions, interviewing industry experts, and live streaming daily cyber threat briefings hosted by me. Now get the stories and insights you won't find anywhere else. Hit subscribe now and dig into all the fresh content on the channel and in the community. Nothing should stop you from launching and leveling up your cybersecurity career today. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the party, pals. Today is Wednesday, January 17th. It is Worldwide Wednesday. It is episode 537, and I am your host, Dr. Gerald Auger, here for the Daily Cyber Threat Brief podcast on Simply Cyber. Come at me, bro. Over the next 45 minutes, me, you, Leon Elliott, Matt McDaniel of the Yeet Crew, Marcus Kyler, chairman of the Yeet Crew, Chris Young, Vice Chancellor of the Yeet Crew, Mia W, Matt McDaniel, Senfilish, Johnny Five, Soul Reaper, folks over on LinkedIn like Eric Jordan, and so many others, long-timers, first-timers. We're all going to be shredding the top cybersecurity news stories of the day, and I'll be giving my expert opinion and analysis on each of those stories on what it means to you as a practitioner. So how can you use this to drive cyber risk reduction today for your business stakeholders or long-term, like macro-level strategic thinking? There's all value in here for all of us. And if you're looking to break into the industry, settle in, my friend, because you're going to get massive value from this stream. Don't think that this is for long in the tooth, gray in the hair practitioners. You're going to be asked in any job interview, how do you stay current? This is the answer. You're going to find out about job opportunities and resources from the go over. So like right next to me is how you stay current. 2 windows over is how you find out about opportunities and get support and inclusion from the hashtag TeamSC Simply Cyber community. Olu knows what's up. My man Nick Fidel came back for seconds. Nice, Nick Fidel. Welcome to the party, pal. Guys, remember, excuse me, before we get into the stream, and Nick Fidel, you're in for a real treat because today's Worldwide Wednesday. Wait until your wig gets blown back from that. Listen, before we get into the stream, let me say shout out and holler to the stream sponsor, starting with my good friend Eric Taylor and the crew over at Barricade Cyber. Barricade Cyber Solutions is dedicated to helping businesses recover from cyber incidents and the damage done by them. My throat has still not recovered from yesterday. Cyber attacks can cause massive issues for businesses and send dedicated, hardworking business owners into turmoil. But Barricade Cyber Solutions knows how to mitigate the damage done by cyber incidents. Believe that. You know what Barricade Cyber does to threat actors?
Catch me outside. How about that?
That's right. Barricade Cyber tells threat actors to catch them outside. How about that? Go to barricadecyber.com and get yourself in a position to respond to cyber attacks much quicker with higher fidelity and quality. Also want to say shout out and love to Panoptcy. What's up, Panoptcy Security? Listen, get a partner who understands your cyber program and your business goals. Panoptcy Security. They have talented staff who can do vCISO work, tactical things like tabletop exercises or enterprise risk assessments if you need that kind of work done, or long-term vision like, what's my 3-year roadmap? How do I angle my business? We're thinking of merging or acquiring another business. What kind of things should we be thinking about? Basically, think of it as a fractional subject matter expert that you can tap into and get massive value from. Panoptcy Security. Go to panoptcy.com. At minimum, go on LinkedIn and connect with Brandon Poole, the CEO over at Panoptcy, and a dear friend of mine. Note, I am on the board of advisors for Panoptcy Security, so holla, holla, holla. Also want to say shout out to Antisyphon, but more about these beautiful babies at the mid-roll. Guys, I want to remind you a couple things. One, as was painfully obvious yesterday, I do not prep or research any of these stories at all in advance. So I'm making sure that you're getting my rough, rugged, raw takes on all of these, including hot takes sometimes. Because essentially, imagine if you will, I need to do this to stay current myself as a practitioner. Also, if we walked into the coffee spot this morning at work and you're like, oh, Jerry, did you hear about this? What do you think? I'm not going to be like, oh, hey, Kimberly can fix it. Thanks for asking me about that story. Let me go spend 30 minutes researching it, and then I'll come back and give you an informed opinion. No one's got time for that. I certainly don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. So we're just shooting from the hip, riding low on the hip on a train bound for glory. Each episode of the Daily Cyber Threat Brief, just like this one, episode 537, is worth half a CPE. So if you are holding a professional certification and you need to maintain it with CPEs, take a screen, say what's up in chat, hashtag TeamSC, grab a screen cap, and file it into a folder on your desktop, and once a year, grab it. I will point out, I've looked at ISACA, I've looked at ISC Squared. Their policies around CPEs do qualify for this. CompTIA, you'll have to do your own research. They're a little squishy. I haven't validated that myself. Holy crap, Lupe Peterman's in the house. Lupe Peterman, GRC Zone. Good to see you, Lupe. Lupe, it's been a minute. All right, guys. I am super, super stoked. We have Worldwide Wednesday. So before we get into it, I just want to tell you, if you are a first timer, not you, Nick Vidal, you're a second timer. If today is your first episode of Simply Cyber's Daily Cyber Threat Brief, maybe Nick Vidal messaged you yesterday. He's like, you got to get in on this train. Do me a favor, hit hashtag first timer in chat, hashtag first timer in chat. We have a special sound effect for you first timers.
Welcome to the party.
And we have a special emote for you too, first timers. And again, apologies for my voice. I blew it out yesterday and then I went and taught. So, you know, these are the things that you got to do. Yeah, yesterday was fire. I agree. All right, guys. Hey, check it out. I got some fun stuff to do. Okay. Here's the deal. Every single Wednesday, we do a special little segment, and I love it. The segment is sponsored. Thank you, ACI Learning. Check it out, y'all. Worldwide Wednesday is presented by IT Pro TV, now IT Pro from ACI Learning, the international online training solution that professionals in audit, cybersecurity, and IT turn to for binge-worthy content. Use my promo code SimplyCyber30 to get 30% off your first month or your first year. Here's the deal. By the way, if you're a first responder or a veteran, you can get 60% off. So do not use my code if you can get 60% off. Believe that. Squeeze as much value as you can out of the opportunities that are presented to you. But ACI Learning is a high quality platform with like amazing educators, and the production quality is unbelievable. Just believe me, if you know, you know. Anyways, go check it out, ACI Learning. I can't do a pinned chat, unfortunately. Actually, you know what? Mods, if I could get a mod to put this in chat, please. For some reason, I cannot pin my own comments for some stupid reason. But anyways, here we go. Here we go. So here's what's going to happen. I am going to ask you where you are. And if you're feeling comfortable, let us know what country you're in. And we're going to see if in 2 minutes and 22 seconds, we can go around the world. And it always impresses me, and it's awe-inspiring. It's awe-inspiring that we have representation live in chat around the world at the same time. Unbelievable. No, okay, here we go. 2 minutes. Let's go. Where are you people? Let's go. Adam Birnbaum bringing on the United States and Virginia. I see you, Minneapolis. Beaumont, Texas. Texas, big Texas. Nashua, what's up? Right near Manch Vegas. San Diego coming in long. North Dakota, it is cold there. Hey, BJ is in India. India's in the house. Texarkana is representing. Tom Bishop's bringing Italy online. I see you, Europe. What's up, upstate New York? Buffalo game was crazy, am I right? Hey, Delaware, what's up? North Kakalaka. Ohio, Boca. Tony Parrish is there. Va Beach, USA. What up, Lupe? We got some more representation for India. Malawi. I'm going to have to get help on, by the way, I forgot again. Belgium's in the house. Chris Young, are you serious? Here we go. Where's my Belgium people? There it is. More Europe. Big Apple, Bonn, Germany. Yes, Germany. Love it, love it, love it. Wiener Schnitzel, Sacramento. We got a lot of left coast people in the house today. What's up, New Hampshire? Oh, Canada. Hello, Toronto. Toronto hosting the NHL All-Star Game. Very nice. Zimbabwe's in the hizzy. Hello, Zimbabwe. Boom, Africa online. Thailand, Johnny 5, always representing. Love it, love it, love it. What's up, Nigeria? I see you with all your glory. Romania's in the house. Hello, Romania. Yes, sir. All right, South Africa. Very nice. We got South Africa. Africa representing. Where's our Colombia? Where is our Colombia? Liberia's in here. Liberia. Boom. South Africa. More Nigeria. Finland. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Finland. Where are you, Finland? Nice. Nice. The Bahamas is in the house. All right. Malawi's down. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Landlocked Malawi. The UK across the pond is up. Japan is in the house. We got Pacific Rim representation. Afghanistan is in the house. Look at us just going around the world. Yeah, boy. Come on. Let's go. Kenya. Kenya. Oh, where are you, Kenya? Kenya's like in the middle, isn't it? There it is. Trinidad, Tobago. Syria's in the house. Trinidad, Tobago. We're going to go down here. Syria is in the house. I know that one. All right, let's investigate. Let's look through our Easter basket and see what kind of eggs we got. Trinidad, Tobago, DR. Where are you, Trinidad? I don't see Trinidad, Tobago. It's so hard for me to get here. Turkey was here. Thank you, Turkey. All right, I'm just going through what the mods had to say. Bangladesh, Nepal. Where are you, Bangladesh? Boom. Colombia. Oh, Jenny Housley says Colombia was here. Boom. Oh, wait a minute. Did we have Australia? Wait a minute. Did we have Australia? I got too excited too quickly. Damn it. Is Alex Goodwin in here? Or any of the other Aussies? Oh, damn it. All right. It doesn't look like... I try not to throw shade at the Aussies, but when it is the Aussies that prevent us from going around the world, I'm always like, almost. All right, everybody. So that was a lot of fun. As always, love going around the world. Thank you all so very much. Remember, if you are a first timer, say hashtag first timer in chat. Welcome to the party, pal. And hold on, did I? Oh, Body Flux. Okay, hold on. We're rewinding it. Body Flux, bringing Australia online. Yes, sir. All right, now we went around the world. Congratulations, everybody. Love it, love it, love it. All right, guys, it's fun and games. It's all about good times, but we do have work to do. So do me a favor, sit back, relax, and let's let the cool sounds of the hot news wash over us in an awesome wave. I will see you guys at the mid-roll. Hold on. Still working on the transitions.
From the CISO series, it's Cybersecurity Headlines.
These are the cybersecurity headlines for Wednesday, January 17th, 2024. I'm Lauren Verno.
Hey, really quickly, this is Lauren Verno's second show. She's new with CISO series. I was giving her a hard time. I haven't heard this yet, so maybe she will have a pause in between the stories. But on her first show, I was giving her a hard time about not having a pause between the stories. Couple of things. One, she's an award-winning news journalist or producer. She's definitely got chops. So mad respect for that. CISO series is better for having her. And all about good times. Welcome to the party, pal, Lauren. Welcome to the party, pal. Also, I just saw a first-timer, Raymond Dasher. Raymond. Welcome to the party, pal. Let's get Raymond some love here, people. Boing, 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 boing. All right.
Google patches first Chrome 0-day vulnerability of the year. You could say it was a big day for 0 days as Google announced a new patch for the CVE 2024-0519 exploit. The company swiftly addressed the issue by releasing the update less than a week after the first reports rolled in. The zero-day fix is now available for users in the stable desktop channel, including versions for Windows, Mac, and Linux. Although Google mentioned the security update might take a few days to officially roll out, Bleeping Computer reported the updates were already accessible. An urgent warning from Citrix to
okay, yeah, so she's not putting any pauses between the story. Gosh. All right, we're going to have to we're going to have to do that. Oh, Rex, I am so pumped for Buffalo, KC. All right, so here, it mentions ASLR. All right. So a couple things here, okay? One, Google Chrome is it's a major app. Most people use it. Our end users like Carl use it. So definitely want to educate your end user population. Hey, even it's as simple as a straightforward video like, hey, here is how you like Google. You don't even have to tell them about 0 days or CVEs. You could just be like, hey, criminals are attacking Google Chrome. In order to protect yourself, do this. Screenshot the 3 ellipses. Screenshot the help button. Screenshot the about Google Chrome. You know what I mean? Like make it wicked easy. You should always be spoon feeding people solutions, because if it's hard, they're not going to do it, right? So we have to make it. Oh my God! Hey, Jeff Cameron, welcome to the party, pal. Also, just as a side note, mod chat, BSEC is busting my chops over here about my production. So tell your end users to update their Google Chrome OVs. The one thing that they say here is they say it's a critical vulnerability. When we use the term critical, it means like, get this in place ASAP, but it's an out of bounds right that could allow access to some sensitive information in the JavaScript engine. 2 things. One, when I think critical, you could have credentials in that space, but when I think critical, I think like you can take over the machine. When I think critical, I think you can have root access. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know how quick I am to throw the critical term around. Again, I haven't done the research on this story to see if maybe it's wicked easy to exploit or something like that. But keep your Chrome updated. Also, they talk about how it can lead to a seg fault or a buffer overflow. So if you're a peckerhead, sorry, Kennedy. It depends on what rules are in your house as far as what's profane or what's not. But if you're a peckerhead, you could crash people's browsers, like a cheesy denial of service attack. They would just open another a different browser and just go do what they want. So like the impact's low. The buffer overflow, that's where you're basically going to start being able to control flow of process execution. They say here that you can use it to exploit and bypass ASLR. Now we're talking. Okay, so this is just a. I want to do a little more. Where's the ASLR? The more you know, because we don't talk about ASLR very often. Really quickly, so when they talk about ASLR, this is address space layout randomization, and this is an operating system control that Windows has, where when it puts basically functions into memory to allow applications to call them, it randomizes where in memory it puts it, right? Because back in the day, they used to always put it in the same spot, and criminals or hackers, threat actors, whatever you want to call it, would know exactly where to go. So if you get control of process execution through a buffer overflow or whatever, you can just direct it over to where you want, because you know exactly where the function calls are to make a network connection request or to run binaries or whatever. So ASLR was like that control in order to make it random so you couldn't find it. There's still techniques, right? You could go look it up in a table, because the operating system has to know where those functions are so applications can request them and do it. So threat actors can do the same thing. But my point is, they talk about this thing saying that Chrome has a vulnerability that could allow access to sensitive information or a segmentation faults of basically crashing the binary. But the fact that you can bypass ASLR, now we're talking, that is an operating system layer control. So We could get into some dicey space here. So TLDR, Google Chrome makes it wicked easy to update. So just update your stuff. You got to patch it. You got to patch it.
2 zero-day vulnerabilities. The zero-day saga continues. This time, Citrix advises customers to promptly apply patches to NetScaler ADC and gateway appliances to address 2 identified zero days. The vulnerabilities CVE 2023-6548 and CVE 2023-6549 expose unpatched NetScaler instances to the risk of remote code execution and denial of service attacks. Now, Citrix clarifies that the patch is specifically required for NetScaler appliances, confirming that Citrix Managed Cloud Services and Citrix Managed Adaptive Authentication was unaffected. New malware.
All right, couple things here. One, you people, like chat just like, I'm driving down the highway and chat just sees like the opportunity for ASMR and takes the exit. So I'm still driving, like didn't look in the rearview mirror and realize that all of you got off at the last exit. So please come back. All right. Hey, when I see this story, it's completely unfair, but the very first thing I thought of was like, you're going to see me at a conference near you, where it's going to be the emote face, you know, the yellow face that looks like he's melting into a pool. It's going to be that emote, and then underneath it's going to say, I run NetScaler. Like, dude, NetScaler like Citrix has had issues repeatedly with NetScaler. So if you're running NetScaler, you really should be mindful. You're probably well versed in patching it and getting it in there. So anyways, NetScaler releases more patches. It looks like it's being actively exploited. Again, the keywords you want to hear is remote code execution. That's not good. And arbitrary code execution is also keywords that you want to listen to. Now, denial of service attacks, that's fine, but it is a internet-facing device. So if you get a denial of service attack on it, there's a higher, like having a denial of service attack on an internal resource, right? Isn't that likely? Because it's going to be hard for threat actors to direct enough traffic at an internal device because they won't have a clear network path. But something on the internet, oh boy, hold my beer. You can totally knock that thing offline. So be mindful of that. It is important to note, I bet you, it says here that attackers must have a low priv access to begin with. So this is not unauthenticated access, basically. This requires you to have an account. So for this to be executed, you'd have to convince some network engineer to give you their creds, or they reuse creds or whatever. So this is not a red alert, right? In fact, I'd almost be curious if I had to guess. The CVE score on this is probably like in the 6 or 7 range. I'm just curious now. Judges, CVSS score 5.5. Oh, you guys can't see it on stream. Can you see it? I can't bring it on. It's a 5.5. So, I'll give myself a little bit of credit. There we go. Give myself a little credit. But I mean, basically, it's not so bad because they would have to get in your box and get access to creds. I will say, from a practitioner perspective, and BSEC is a network engineer, so he could definitely comment on this. But from my perspective, I would recommend, basically do a quick, obviously you should patch your NetScalers, but you want to make sure you should evaluate what the active accounts are on those devices. Like, what accounts can log in, right? Because if they need access in the first place, but you have some freaking anonymous account, or you have a general account, or you have the default account, or whatever, right? Because you didn't do good cyber hygiene on these devices when you racked and stacked them. That crap happens, right? No one complains that there's a dormant account on the box, right? No one's going to complain about that. But we as practitioners have to do access reviews Oh my God, it's so boring. Get a clipboard and check it off. Yeah, it is boring, but guess what? That's the job. It's about maintaining a clean and as small an attack surface as possible. And user account reviews are part of the game because IT, with all due respect to my IT folks, IT and third-party, services, managed services, whatever. Maybe you hired somebody to come in and configure NetScalers. They'll create accounts that you don't even know about. It's not like they're running over to the cybersecurity office or the information security office and they're like, hey, I wanted to create an account on the NetScaler. Hell no. They're just going to create one. And then maybe they forget to clean up, or maybe they don't care because they're like, oh, no one's going to know this account. Well, guess what? People find them.
Strain persists despite patch. The exploitation of CVE 2023-36025 has given rise to a new malware, Femudrone Stealer. This malicious software specifically targets web browsers, extracting data from cryptocurrency wallets and messaging apps, while also collecting information such as hardware details and location transmitted through Telegram or a command and control C2 server. Despite Microsoft addressing the vulnerability in November of 2023, threat actors persist in exploiting it through Microsoft Windows Defender Smart Screen. The situation has prompted Microsoft to release an advisory urging users to update to the latest patch version. Self-driving.
All right, so this was in the news yesterday. It's in the news today. I don't know if this is an update, but there's more information out about a specific malware campaign that is actively exploiting the Microsoft patch. Well, it's not exploiting the patch. It's exploiting a smart screen vulnerability that was patched in November of 2023. If you're not, I'm not 100% sure, and mods, if you know, if this is an operating system patch. I think this is an operating system patch. But keep your operating systems up to date as best you can. Essentially, a threat actor is going to trick you into clicking on a .url attachment, which is basically going to download malware, and your Windows Defender, if that's what you're running, is not going to detect it. And they're gonna install malware, and then basically, according to this, they're gonna steal your wife. They're going to steal your kids.
You are so dumb.
So they're going to steal your creds, and they're going to steal your session tokens. And it sounds like they're specifically targeting crypto wallets, Telegram, Discord, and Steam, which, since I just downloaded Steam for Magic the Gathering, I'm told my risk profile has gone up. If your business uses these, this is another one of those ones where, like, you got to patch it, okay?
You got to patch it.
Like, if you're maintaining good cyber hygiene and good cyber patch management on your Windows boxes, go for it, right? And do not allow executives the opportunity to talk about, well, this is why I run a Mac. I run a Mac, so I don't have to worry about this stuff, Jerry. I run a Mac because they don't get viruses. That would be an incorrect statement, obviously. So, basically, threat actors are going to threat act if you have got this thing patched. I do want to point out, there's more information here about what the payloads, like what this payload does once it gets on your box. I'm just reading a little bit, so give me a second. It uses Telegram for data exfiltration. Yeah, definitely update your Windows boxes. And there's proof of concept exploit code on the web. Okay, so because there's proof of concept, or POC is the acronym you'll typically hear, POC of exploit code, it's very, very soon until there's going to be full-blown point-and-click exploits of this vulnerability. So you have plenty of warning. The one thing I will say, too, is be mindful of this. Like, it's easy to patch. Like, if you have like two computers, it's super easy to patch, right? You just turn into the key. Whoops, that was a misfire. Woo. You could turn into the keyboardist from Sticks and be like working two computers, two keyboards. But if you have 15,000 endpoints and you've got labs that are disconnected, you've got special technology that is managed by a vendor and not really on your network, this is where you need to start thinking about things like network segmentation, firewalls to prevent and higher level of detections and traffic detection for malicious traffic. You also want to ensure, and this is a hot one, and you would be stunned, but you got to make sure that like people aren't using like systems they shouldn't be for doing web traffic stuff, like an X-ray machine. Like, I get there's Windows and Explorer on the X-ray machine, but that doesn't mean while you're waiting for the X-ray, you just fire open Explorer and go to Facebook, right? Like, fortunately, it's gotten a little bit better because people are more prone to use their phones than they are to use whatever computer's in front of them. But we still have that, so it turns into a real defense in depth, multi-pronged approach where like you basically network segmentation, educate end users, remove applications and stuff you don't need on systems to prevent it from ever happening. Watch network traffic, obviously, to see where stuff are going. And you know, hope. I know hope isn't a strategy, but sometimes we have to use it also. How do you get to Facebook using Windows? Microsoft, Internet Explorer, whatever, or Edge, whatever we call it these days.
Cars won't repo themselves. Ford abandons controversial patent request. Car maker Ford has ditched their potential future plans to ensure car owners pay their bill. In February 2023, Ford filed a patent to repossess vehicles of delinquent owners, including self-driving cars driving themselves to repo lots. The patent described disabling measures based on payment delays, such as locking the car, disabling steering, brakes, and AC, and even playing sounds. The patent was abandoned when Ford stopped responding to the patent office's inquiries. Now, in a comment to the record, Ford stated that patent submissions are routine and not indicative of new business or product plans.
Oh my God.
No word from.
Oh my God, dude. This is awesome. Are you kidding me? This is awesome. First of all, I don't understand why Ford abandoned it. But dude, can you imagine? Like, they're coming after the repo people's jobs. So basically, your car gets flagged for repossession, and it just turns itself on and drives it like it's Kit from Knight Rider. Like, I'm sorry, Michael, I have to repossess myself, and off it goes. And then on top of it, disable the steering wheel, disable the brakes, Ford. What are we talking about, bro? Disable the air conditioning. So now you're just being a jerk, and then playing annoying sounds inside the car to irritate the person who is not paying their lease. This is outrageous, dude. Tesla's doing this? Holy crap. Interesting. I gotta tell you, man, some stuffed suit at Ford must have been like, oh my God, like woke up in the middle of the night and was like, oh my God, I got an idea that's going to get me a promotion and a raise. Self-possessing, like, walk towards the light. Walk towards the light, Ford Fiesta. I mean, I'm sure somebody thought this was a brilliant idea. But you know, obviously Ford has abandoned this. Honestly, I don't know enough about the patent process or inventions to understand what was holding this up. But I don't know, guys. Here's my thing. Like, I suppose when you buy a car, if you don't own the title, you don't own the car. So some people might push back and say, hey, it's my car. You can't like mess with it or collect data on it. But I mean, do you really own the car if you don't have the title, right? So I don't know. It always blows my mind when you see these repo shows where the guy or lady are trying to repossess the car and the person comes out and they're outraged. Like, you definitely knew you weren't paying your loan, right? It's not like it's a surprise. But anyways, this has nothing to do with cybersecurity other than the fact that you can remotely meddle with cars. I will say that had this gone through, this would have been a hot technology to attack. maybe in Car Hacking Village at DEF CON. But like, if Ford has the capability to do this, then, hackers, for lack of a better term, security researchers could also get in there and do this. So very, very interesting. I think disabling the brakes is a bit scary. I wouldn't have gone to that level. And disabling the air conditioner is such a jerk move. It's like, there's nothing, you're like playing annoying sounds and disabling the air conditioner. Like, you're clearly trying to irritate the person, right? But to have it self-repossessed, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Our sponsor, Savvy Security. Shadow identities on SaaS apps are growing unchecked, rapidly expanding an attack surface where businesses have little to no visibility or control. Savvy helps security teams safely embrace SaaS benefits by automating the discovery and removal of the most toxic combinations of SaaS identity risk. Savvy's automation playbooks and just-in-time security guardrails guide users at scale towards proper identity hygiene. That's Savvy Identity First SaaS Security. You can always learn more at savvy.security/headlines. That's savvy.security/headlines.
All right. Emmanuel Dark with the super chat. Thank you, Emmanuel.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way, coming from Ford. Definitely love it. Love all the talk that's coming in here. What's up, Jess Bishop? Good to see you. All right. It's the mid-roll, you first-timers. Get some of this. All right. Hey, everybody. Genuinely appreciate you being here. Thank you so very much. If you're getting value from the show, educational value, entertainment value, do me a favor. Hit the like button if you're on YouTube. Giddy up on it. Why? Because it helps people who don't know about us learn about us. We can trigger the YouTube algorithm. If enough of us, there's 445 of us here in chat right now. You can see the number above the chat window in the top right there. That's how many people are actively live in chat right now. 445 of us. If half of us hit the like button, YouTube is going to be like, oh, all these people like cybersecurity. This person over here is searching for cybersecurity on YouTube. Let me stick this in their suggested feeds and see what happens. So that's how we grow the community, and that's how we get more first-timers. So thanks so much to the stream sponsors, always Barricade Cyber, Panoptcy Security, and Antisyphon. Guys, let me tell you about this. We are right on the cusp of some really big training opportunities for free. Antisyphon Training is disrupting the traditional cybersecurity training industry by offering cutting-edge cyber education, hands-on labs taught by like really, really seasoned practitioners who are excellent at teaching, like SANS level instruction. And you can obviously go to Antisyphon Training, links in the description below, and see their calendar of events. But I want to call your attention to two particular ones. The last week of January, so just in a week or two, you could take John Strand's Active Defense and Cyber Deception class right there on stream. You could see it. I've taken this class. It's phenomenal. The first week of February, you could take John Strand's SOC Core Skills class. I have not taken that, but I know people who have, and it is phenomenal. So literally in 2 weeks' time, you can take two unbelievably valuable week-long courses of training for $0. This is not a gimmick. This isn't a ruse. If you know, you know. Antisyphon, Black Hills, they're all about community support. They align with what Simply Cyber does. So if you like the vibes of what we're doing here, Black Hills is a whole big, double scoop of that on a waffle cone. So go check out Antisyphon. If you want to get those two trainings I talked about or just do one of them, I have specific links to those specific trainings down below. You can do them for $0. So get up on it and get on. All right, guys. It is the Simply Cyber Community Challenge is another thing that we got going on every single day. Listen, here's the deal. If you want to build your professional network in a meaningful way quickly, do the following. Go on LinkedIn and search for this hashtag. Every single day, we pick one person to post their cyber story. Galaxian 6 has the baton. Does not appear to be in chat. Okay. So go on LinkedIn, search for this hashtag, find the person who posts. There's like 200 people who have posted we've done this for 200 days. Go to their post, read their post, connect with them. There's one meaningful connection. Connect with the people in the comments. There's, X number of meaningful connections. Let's say it's 10. Comment yourself on whatever their story is. Do you have some synergies? Do you like their story? Do you have some resources that might help them? Whatever it is, get in the comments. The next person who comes in will connect with you in the comments, right? So you actively built 11 connections, and then passively you can build, hundreds of connections. Believe me, everyone that has done this, everyone who has done the Simply Cyber Community Challenge has got massive value from it. So definitely don't sleep on it. If we don't have, Galaxian 6 is here. Galaxian 6, please tag somebody for the baton. If Galaxian 6 tags you, or if you want the baton, basically that means you want to be the one who posts your cyber story today on LinkedIn, and everybody connects with you. So just volunteer in chat right now if you would like Galaxian 6 to tag you for the baton pass. So there's two things here. One person gets the baton. Everybody else can build their network using this technique. All right, guys, we did Worldwide Wednesday at the intro, so there's no additional mid-roll stuff. So let's get back to work, shall we?
Brought to you by the creators of Androx Ghost. CISA and FBI warn of large botnet. The hackers behind Androx Ghost malware, spelled ANDROXGH0ST, are building a botnet, quote, focus on cloud credential theft and using the stolen information to deliver additional malicious payloads, end quote. CISA and the FBI released a joint advisory explaining that the botnet scans for websites and servers using versions of the PHP unit testing framework, PHP web framework, and Apache web server with remote code execution vulnerabilities. Androx Ghost is a Python scripted malware that primarily targets .env files for applications such as Amazon Web Services, Microsoft 365, and SendGrid. The agencies recommend reviewing platforms or services that have enlisted in .env files for unauthorized access or use. Detained.
All right, so this is kind of a big deal here. They call it Androx Ghost, but I'm not really, maybe I'm missing something, but this does not seem to be like an Android-based malware. Typically, you would think like this naming convention here would indicate it's an Android app, but it's not. It's a Python scripted malware, okay? So, first of all, I know I'm being picky, but I don't like this malware name. I think this malware name is misleading and confusing to practitioners. Second of all, and this is probably more important, it is targeting and looking for cloud creds, AWS, Microsoft creds. That's not good, right? They say that it's a botnet, so it definitely infects endpoints and then basically uses that to scan on your network in your environment. So two things. One, yes, you can scan from the internet and scan these things. See how it says it scans for websites and servers. However, if I'm Johnny Sales Engineer, Robert Cooper, let me know if Robert Cooper wants to grab the baton. Listen, if I'm Johnny Sales Engineer and I go get infected somewhere on the internet because I'm like trying to get those leads, trying to get my Q1 numbers, and I'm clicking on everything, and then I go back to the mothership and I'm on the internal network and I plug in, well, now you have a compromised asset on the internal network and it's scanning, looking for vulnerable servers. So don't think that this is exclusive to internet-based inbound attacks. Second of all, it exploits a 2017 vuln, a 2021 vuln, and a 2018 vuln. Okay, here's my thing. You really, really shouldn't be running technologies that have vulnerabilities from 2017, 18, and even 21, okay? So definitely make sure that you're not doing any of that. Obviously, you want to make sure that you have EDR or endpoint detection response agents on your systems. excuse me, IT will typically push back when you try to put EDR on servers. Get ready for that argument. They're going to complain that your EDR agent slows their servers down. Ask them to show you evidence, but do it in a polite way because they're not going to be able to, because it really doesn't. Next, you want it on so you can either ensure that this doesn't happen or B, detect when it does happen if they're not patching. I do want to point out that sometimes you could be fully patched and stuff, but they have a snapshot of a server that is not patched. So like in production, like everything's hunky-dory and you scan and you don't see anything and you're like, yes, this is epic. And then a server gets corrupted, things go south, they stand up some new infrastructure for testing, whatever it is, and they use that image that is vulnerable. Well, then you just reintroduce the issue into your environment. So be mindful that this is why we have to, like, vulnerability management is a grind. Like, you have to constantly be looking because new technology can come in that is older technology. It doesn't, like, we don't operate in a point in time where, like, oh, if there's no problems today and all new technology doesn't have the problem, then everything going forward won't have the problem. That is not a truth. That is actually a myth. Now, obviously, you're going to have less introduction of vulnerable technology from old vulns in your environment, but it still happens, okay? So just be mindful of that. And finally, it's looking for your .env files. This is where, token, API keys, creds, these type of things are in here. The idea is they get your creds and then they get into your applications and then they start doing banana stuff, okay? They mention in here that it could attack, I think they mention it could attack email, APIs, Twilio, SendGrid. Okay, just so you guys know, Twilio and SendGrid, these are technologies that are basically used for communication and connection with typically customers. SendGrid is like, think of it as like a newsletter, right? And Twilio, you can set it up. It's kind of crazy how powerful Twilio is, but you can use it to like text message people and stuff like that. So obviously, if I get Twilio or SendGrid creds, I could send you an email or I could send you a text message from a legitimate approved source, right? So it looks like it's coming from Jen Easterly. It looks like it's coming from me. It looks like it's coming from your bank. And, there's a little bit of legitimacy there because it's the creds from that. So that is kind of the downstream impact. Oh, you can see right here, they talk about spam campaigns impersonating the breach company. Well, I assure you, I didn't read that when I just gave you my hot take on it. So way to go, bleepingcomputer.com. We agree on this one. TLDR, make sure your stuff's patched. Make sure you don't reintroduce it. Make sure your env files are protected and not duplicated all over the place. Also want to say shout out to Nick Barker. The man's gone from being blue to being flesh colored, right? Our poor friend Nick Barker up in the Pacific Northwest was basically what's the snowman from Frozen? Oh my God, what's that snowman from Frozen called? Anyways, Nick Barker was that snowman, and now he's not because he's got power. Yes, you've got power, my man.
Russian student accused of assisting Ukrainian hackers. A Russian tech student may face charges of treason for allegedly assisting Ukrainian hackers in conducting cyber attacks against Russia. The 18-year-old student, identified as Seymour Israfilov, is accused of working for a Ukrainian hacker group that targeted local authorities and universities.
Olaf, thank you.
If convicted, he could potentially face up to 20 years in prison. Sonic Wall.
All right, hold on one second. We got a slight derail here. All right. This is Nick Barker. Hey guys, if you haven't met Nick Barker, this is Nick Barker 2 days ago. Okay. And this is Nick Barker today. Yes, Nick Barker. He has power. All right. Like, just a little fun side thing. Nick Barker, longtime Simply Cyber community member, squad member. Great guy. Okay. So here's the TLDR on this one. This 18-year-old kid, okay, smart guy, 18-year-old. He's just a kid. Unfortunately, he has been caught up in the gears of war, and this poor kid's probably gonna not have a good day. He's going to be made an example. So here is the deal. All right. We see it a lot recently, but there is a subset of threat that you have to be mindful of called hacktivism. And if you've ever taken one of my courses, you know about hacktivism. But hacktivism is basically like you're attacking something, not for money, not for revenge, not for prestige, but for Nick Barker for 20 months. But you're attacking it because of ideology, right? You, in this case, the kid stood with Ukraine and he thought he was supporting Ukraine and doing stuff. Now, remember, Zelensky, in the onset of the Ukrainian invasion in March of 22, called on the world community to join the hashtag IT army and basically become freelance hackers in a hacktivist collective for Ukraine. Zelensky does not have any authority to deputize anyone except Ukrainian citizens, I suppose, but you can't really deputize anyone in the world to just attack Russia, right? But they did it anyways. I guess, when you're painted into a corner, you do things. So we haven't heard much about the Ukrainian IT army lately, but this kid right here, 18, in college, and he's just attacking Russia. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if this kid made a dent in Russia's military capability or whatever, but at 18, with all due respect to 18-year-olds, I was 18, right? Many of us were 18 at one point. You are impressionable. You want to you want to be part of something bigger than yourself. You want purpose and meaning. You can get frothed up and basically radicalized pretty easily at that age. And he obviously had tech chops. So he got weaponized and he was attacking Russia. And Russia basically, did an Undertaker throat grab and lifted him up. And now that's it. He's going to get in trouble. And dude, it says he could face. So we'll see what happens. But dude, treason, I don't know what the penalty is for treason in Russia, but in the United States, I'm pretty sure it's death, right? So I have to imagine Russia. I need a fact check on that too. Is treason punishable by death in the United States? That's kind of a very strong take to not have it fact checked. Let me just go ahead and do that. But I'm sure Russia's take on treason is not like a financial fine. All right. So watch out. And, guys, like, I hate to say it, like, be careful. Be careful if you're going to radicalize yourself. And second of all, like, I don't want to say be a good parent, but like, be engaged in your children. Understand if they're getting radicalized. I mean, it could be this, but it could be anything. Like QAnon, like radicalization can happen. Okay. Radicalization can happen as easily as like, sexual predators online can happen. So just be an active participant because kids are impressionable. All right. I'm curious to see how this story pans out.
Firewall vulnerability puts nearly 200,000 users at risk. Two denial of service vulnerabilities have exposed more than 178,000 SonicWall next generation firewall devices to DOS and remote code execution attacks. Tracked as CVE 2022-22274 and CVE 2023-0656, these flaws, discovered a year apart, share a fundamental similarity, each requiring, though, a different HTTP URI path for exploitation. SonicWall Series 6 and 7 firewalls are affected, but so far, there are no reports of exploitation. Update required.
All right. So here you go. If you're running SonicWall, you definitely want to patch it. You gotta patch it. Simple. If you're running SonicWall, patch it. What they just said here is that there's no active exploitation in the wild, so you do have time. That doesn't mean sit on your butt and like chill out until exploitation happens. But unfortunately, here's the deal with working in cybersecurity. We get some time off, but like reality, it's like no days off, right? you can either do the work today or you can like flip out and maybe work on the weekend because like everything's gone to hell in a handbasket. Sorry, Kennedy. Okay. So 178,000 firewalls vulnerable. If you're wondering how they came up with that number, it's very easy to use a technology called Shodan. If you go to shodan.io, you will see that technology. Very powerful technology. It's awesome. That's how they can find it. It says using this technique, you can knock out firewalls, you can knock out VPNs. So what does this impact mean for your workforce? Dude, if you knock out the VPN, your remote people, which many of us work remotely, right? Like post, digital transformation, post-COVID world, whatever you want. A lot of people working remotely, they're not going to get into any internal resources, right? Microsoft Teams, email, they'll get into because those are cloud-based, but your internal resources, not happening. Which, by the way, even if you have a lot of people on prem, sales engineers, executives, people traveling, going to conferences, like people will be working remotely. So having a VPN solution is legit. Even for IT people who need to remote in quickly on a weekend or something to fix something, you do not want technologies like Carl's computer running RDP open to the internet. That grinds my gears. So if you lose VPN access because some peckerhead knocks off your firewall or knocks off your VPN concentrator, you're going to have a rough day. So get in front of it, patch it, take care of it, and off you go. And Sonic Wall, I'd also point out really quickly, again, I don't know how many people in the community that join this stream this would apply to, but basically, in my experience, I see Sonic Walls mostly implemented at smaller businesses, and typically a managed IT service provider drops the Sonic Walls into the environment. So like your business or your friend's business or whatever, they may be running this technology and you don't even know about it because managed IT services manage it. So if you're running an MSP, you should absolutely know if any of your clients are running Sonic Wall and get in front of this if you can. Gabe Lister with the super chat.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Wanted to share I passed my CYSA Plus yesterday. Boom, baby, boom. Hard to quantify how much I've learned from this channel, but it's helped me since day one. Appreciate everything you do and all the support from #TeamSC. Way to go, Gabe. Love it, love it, love it. And congrats to you. Everybody drop some love on Gabe for crushing these goals. I love it. Let's give you the Oprah emote. Very nice. All right.
VMware and Atlassian flaws discovered. VMware and Atlassian have disclosed critical vulnerabilities that administrators are urged to patch immediately. Atlassian's CVE 2023-22527 affects Confluence Data Center and Server 8 versions released before December 5th, 2023, allowing unauthenticated remote code execution. Another high severity flaw, CVE 2020-25649, was found in faster XML Jackson data bind code using Jira Software Data Center and server versions, potentially exposing them to XML external entity attacks. VMware's critical bug, CVE 2023-34063, involves a missing access control problem in all versions of ARIA automation before 8.16, posing a risk of unauthorized access to remote organizations and workflows. While there have been no reports of the vulnerabilities being exploited yet, both companies implore users to patch immediately.
Seriously.
Remember to register for
All right, we're going to give it a double dip on this one.
You gotta patch it. You gotta patch
We're
it.
double dipping on the you got to patch it. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, so here we go. This is one that you really should get in front of ASAP. This should have been the lead story. Way to go with the content creation games. Stay tuned to the end. You won't believe the last story. If you're running VMware, specifically ARIA automation, you need to get this fixed ASAP. It's a 9.9 risk before exploitation, which is gross. It basically, based on the story I just heard, it allows a threat actor to just basically walk through and compromise your ARIA automation situation. Again, that's a big deal. You really want to get that sorted out. Also, I would recommend strongly you don't just hit like apply all and then go get a cup of coffee. You definitely want to work with the application team that runs and owns the ARIA automation. Maybe get some third-party people. This is one where you might even want to call in some of those managed service hours that came with the contract when you bought the ARIA automation stuff. The Atlassian, if you're running Atlassian, you definitely want to get this sorted out. This one is a 10 out of 10, which means Hot Mess Express. It is actively being exploited. That's what that I would read out of 10 out of 10. Remote code. Here's the worst thing you can get. Burn this into your mind. Unauthenticated remote code execution. That is the worst thing you can have as a vulnerability. It means someone, anyone, anywhere can access it. And basically anyone can access it from anywhere in the world. That's what that means. And they can execute code on the box. This basically means really bad news, okay? So if you're running Confluence Data Center Server 8 version, I would stop the stream and immediately go fix this. This is a hot mess express. I would also, once you get it sorted out, do a little bit of threat hunting for indicators of compromise. I told my students this yesterday at the Citadel. Just because you fix a problem, something like this, you really, really would be benefited by spending any amount of time threat hunting, which basically means look for the indicators of compromise, which is like IP addresses, behaviors, hashes, right? I know that that's low on the pyramid of pain, but it is something. And look in your SIM and see if any of that thing flags. You're never going to be able to prove that you weren't compromised, but you can have a higher level of confidence that you were not compromised, right? And that's all we can do here, right? All right.
This week's Super Cyber.
All right, it's 9 a.m. on the dot. Somebody tell Nick Barker I did it. All right, guys, if you were here just for the news, one quick second. Tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. on Simply Cyber Live, my guest is going to be Tom Hudson. You may know him as Tom Nom Nom. This guy is he's basically like a level 60 Linux Linux wizard. This guy has so many tools that bug bounty practitioners and others use on the regular. He authors tools. His GitHub repo is sick. This guy is a legend. And if you don't know, now you know. Come check it out tomorrow at 4:30. I think you're going to learn quite a bit about it. All right, guys. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks to the stream sponsors. If you were here just for the news, have a great day. Be well, and we'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern time. If you're here to hang out and you're here, you might want to hang out because the very first thing I'm going to do when the jaw-jacking segment starts is I'm going to hand out a bunch of gifted subs. So hang on to that if you got time. Otherwise, peace out. We'll see you. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. Until next time, stay secure. Let's go jaw-jack. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the party, pal. I am your host, Jerry Guy, kicking in on the jaw-jacking segment. Love it, love it, love it. Hope you guys got a good value out of the daily cyber threat brief. I certainly did. That was fun. Love it. Gabe Lister, straight crushing it, homie. Let's do some gifted subs. Here we go. 5 subs coming in hot. Boom. Giddy up on that. If you're not a squad member, now you are. Scott Mack and Richard Culver, David Robbins, David P., and who's the 5th one? Brent B., my man. Good to see you, and welcome to the squad, y'all. Love it, love it, love it. Hope everybody had a great day yesterday, and I hope people got good stuff lined up today. I'm super pumped. Going to be doing a lot of Cyber 101 lab work, getting into that. Gosh, my throat hurts. Yeah, jaw-jacking is the spot. Oh, by the way, I don't know. I tried this the other day. It worked. We basically raised $7 for the channel. I stopped doing this in the newsletter because it was like more work than than it was like helping. But just so everyone knows, I am going to be dropping this in the Discord general chat. If you would like to support the channel and learn a little bit, I've selected a blog post today, 3 tips to use AI securely at work. AI is everywhere. How do you use it securely? Well, GitGuardian has documented how to do it. I'm going to drop a link in main chat SC. Okay, main chat SC on the Discord server. Support the server. Click here. Okay? If you click on this link right here, if you click on this link, for every click, it donates $1 to Simply Cyber. So if you want to support the channel, there's absolutely no requirement or obligation. You do not have to click the link in order to support the channel. But it is appreciated. Jesse Johnson is one of the beta students. I got to tell you guys, check this out. Check this out. This is 12 pages of notes and feedback from the beta tester students, and I have been executing on all of them. I've probably got through maybe like, I don't know, half of the feedback. There's some issues with the closed captioning, which is like kind of a super pain in the A because I have to basically go in and into Adobe and re-render all the video content. So that's a huge lift. But I'm slowly chewing through it. It will not prevent me from launching the course. And I'll just, go in and do it. But people are loving the Cyber 101. The feedback has been really good. CJ says a channel for the link to find it easier going forward. Absolutely, we could do that. I'm open to feedback. Like, what do we call it? Like support the channel or sponsor link or something? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know. I don't know. I'm not great at Discord. So, let's see. Let's look at chat. I see some questions coming in. Adam V, I missed DF31. Oh, I see. Adam V missed DEFCON 31. Didn't have a chance to meet. Hope to meet you at AFK on DF32. Yeah, I will be in Vegas, Adam. I will be hosting, or I don't really host it, but we'll be having a Simply Cyber community meetup in Vegas. Christina Paulika, one of the Simply Cyber squad members, actually recommended a really great place last year. I thought it was a cool place. CJ, Marcus Kylar, Carlos Hernandez, Finn Frock was there. Like, if you were there, Brady McNulty, if you were there and you liked that brewery we went to, let me know, because I think we should just go back there. It was a little hard to get to, but I thought it was good. Okay, so yeah, we'll get this, we'll get like I'll talk to the mods and figure out what's the best way to have a link for the sponsorship stuff. Thank you. Amish Runway, she asked for the Bug Bounties channel yesterday or the day before, and we put it in place, and she's loving it. I hope other people are too. Let's go, Amish Runaway. That's what it's all about, guys. It's all about community. I am here to serve you. So if there's something I can do to better serve you and enable you to be more successful, let's go. Your recent view video on YouTube. Hold on, I'm sorry. Like, my brain is melting. By the way, Adam V, I hope your interview went well. Adam had an interview yesterday. Your recent YouTube video on building a home SOC lab was straight fire. Oh my God, check this out, guys. I don't know if you guys saw this, but like I've been pleasantly surprised by this. Give me a second. I'm such an old man. I'm like, all right, so check it out. This is pretty cool. Look at this. 4 days ago, we launched this thing. It's already got 59,000 views. 59,000 views, 4 days. Only 1,000 likes, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't do it for the vanity metrics. But I'm pumped. A lot of people getting a lot of value out of this. We see Valentino in chat here. A couple regulars, Carol, David P., Lee Mueller. Yeah, if you're interested here, I'll drop a link. If you want to build a home sim lab, wicked fun, wicked fast, go for it. All about good times, all about helping. Oh, by the way, what's wading through logs was here yesterday. I figured out he was Black Hills. I got invited to a private channel on Black Hills Discord around the news. So I don't know if they're asking me to join the news on a specific day, but I will tell you, if I do join a Black Hills Talking News podcast, I will let everybody know, and we could do a Simply Cyber raid. I don't know if you guys like doing the raids. I like doing the raids.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Tom Nom Nom. Is he the same for the YouTube channel? Yes, he is, IDK. A user under Tom Nom Nom on YouTube has good videos on Find and XArgs. Yeah, that's part of the... So it's the same person. Here, let me show you guys. Basically, I'm in a private Discord channel, or excuse me, I'm on a private Discord server with other like YouTube content cybersecurity creators. Tom Nom Nom is in there, and he said he was going to start getting back into content creation, which is why I asked him if he would like to be on my channel, because I'd love to introduce him to all of you, and his content is just great, and he's a really cool guy. So if you're interested, go check it out. I'm not subscribed. I am now, bro. There you go. Hit the sub. Hit the bell for noties. I'll put the bell on for noties. There we go. All right. What else is going on, y'all? Everybody good? Like to thank everybody for supporting. Can't wait. Hopefully, Jesse Johnson. Jesse Johnson, get up with me, Jesse. We got to talk about Slay Security and getting you set up with a beast of a rig, man. Let's go. All right. Let's see. All right. Thank you very much to the 9 people who clicked on the link. Definitely appreciate the support. Very nice. All right. Chris Young, thank you for hanging tough and bringing the heat. Thank you for pushing through. Yeah, absolutely. My pleasure, Chris Young. That's what I'm here for, man. Sid Patton, I hear you, sick of snow. I hear you. That's why I moved. That's why I moved. Literally. Joe Learns CS is halfway through CTEM course, halfway through the course and loving it. Okay, so check that out. Let's share that in chat really quickly if you're interested. Oh my God. If you're interested, this is a free course that I built. I developed the curriculum. I do all the teaching. There I am advertising it to you. You could take this course, get 5 CPs, get a Credly badge, and learn from me for absolutely free. Free 99. Get up on that. Hell yeah. And thanks. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Nice. Fallon Watts' daughter going for the first cyber ops internship. Let's go, Fallon Watts' daughter. All right. I have a major interview today for GRC. Robert Linares coming in hot. Go crush it, Robert. Robert, I don't know what time your interview is, but I have videos on the channel on how to crush a job interview. Just saying. And by the way, Robert, is it Robert or Robin? I want to make sure I'm not butchering this. Robert, yeah. So Robert, hey, one pro tip, man, if you know, you do you, right? I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just offering suggestions. I would absolutely like grab a story, like maybe this Citrix NetScaler story or this Femidrone story, and like read the story, dig into the details a little bit, keep it kind of fresh in your mind, and don't just like, hi, I'm Robert, blah, and like just puke Femidrone Stealer target info, but have it in your back pocket. And if they ask you something where you can work this in, it's going to be dynamite, because you can literally say like, oh yeah, in today's news, it was reported that this Windows Defender bypass exists with this Windows Smart Screen vulnerability from November. Can you believe it? It's crazy. Yeah, the Femidrone Stealer is just straight up info stealing by exploiting this bug. It really points to why vulnerability management is so important. Just a suggestion, something like that, Robert. All right, I've done over 50 apps since October. Still haven't had an interview yet. Zach Morrison asking for help. Yeah, Zach, I got you. So if you're not getting interviews, right? I'm sure you're great. But what I would suggest is it's your resume. If you're not getting interviews, it's your resume. Okay. It's not representing you correctly. So what I would say is, Zach Morrison, this is my ChatGPT boss cyber career boost pack, right? This is like a Magic the Gathering booster pack, except you don't have to pay for it. Check this out right here. This is the video you want. Boom, boom, boom. Why do you want this video, Zach? Because you can take your active resume, disclaimer, anything in there is essentially public. So if your name's in there, your phone number, whatever, it could go public. So sanitize your resume before you drop it in here. Put your resume in here and then literally put the job rec. You don't even have to worry about formatting. Put the job rec that you're trying to apply for into ChatGPT and ask it to give you feedback on making your resume more valuable, or tell it to rewrite your resume for this role. It's going to do a phenomenal job, and it's going to pare out things that are hurting you in your resume that really don't make sense to be there. And it's going to emphasize and add action and impact statements to the things that are in your resume that are relevant to the job. So get up on, oh wait, hold on. I gotta put the the link in chat for you. Hold on. Let me do @Zach. All right, there you go. Good luck. Best wishes. Someone's asking a question here. Any insights on AI security certs? Marty Woolhams. Ooh. I haven't heard of any AI security certs yet. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was one, honestly, but I haven't heard of any. But if you're looking on how to use AI securely, I don't even know. May I suggest this blog post, which if you click on the link will donate $1. This basically Get Guardian company will pay Simply Cyber $1 for everyone that clicks on the link. So you can learn and you can help support the channel. Last time I'll do that. I'm not up here trying to panhandle. All right. Marcus Kyler is sharing that Microsoft has AI security certs. All right, let's investigate that, obviously. Marcus Kyler. If you don't know Marcus Kyler, chairman of the Yeet Crew. All right, Microsoft AI security cert. And by the way, if you're wondering what the Yeet Crew is, it's like a funny thing that we just made up of people who use the Yeet emote and say Yeet in chat. That's it. Anyone can be part of the Yeet Crew. All right, I'm looking here for AI certs. Okay, Microsoft certified Azure AI fundamentals. Okay. So I don't know. Yeah. Here, I'll drop this link in chat. This isn't really security related, but you know what? It's AI related, so let's go with it. Thank you, Marcus Kyler. Kerry says he's been using AI to help get him ideas to make playbooks to help when I do computer repair and help desk and service desk. Kerry, that's a freaking awesome use case for AI. Nice job. Love it, love it, love it. Alexander Brown, what government agency offers the best training to entry-level cyber and IT employees? If I had to guess, the NSA. The NSA probably offers the absolute best since they have, cyber capabilities. I don't know if you can get in there. I would think the CIA probably has pretty good training. The FBI for sure. Don't sleep on the IRS. I know the IRS might be a sleepy pick, but they actually have a cybersecurity investigative arm. If you read the book Tracers in the Dark, they actually go into some detail about that IRS faction, and it's pretty cool. So you could get in on that. Also, Secret Service, they do a lot of financial crime, so that's where I would start. Jerry, ever had a moment where you thought about leaving cyber? Absolutely not. No, I have never once. It has never even crossed my mind. Ever. the second I found out about cyber, I looked like an anime character, like running with like speed lines behind me. I was just like, right? Like that was what's up. And I have never stopped Taekwondo Gong. It's so awesome. Holy crap, I love cyber. The only thing I've ever thought about quitting, and I wasn't giving it serious thought, but like, there's been one or two moments with Simply Cyber where I've just been overwhelmed and I've been beat, and I didn't want to quit. I just had to take a moment. So that's about the only time any of that stuff. Does Simply Cyber count towards CompTIA Sec Plus CPEs? So that's a good question. I have confirmed that ISACA and ISC squared apply, but if you're going to look for any certification, you basically have to go to the certification body. You have to look up. Get out of here. You have to look up their policies. Let me see. See, I can't really do this on stream for you, but basically, you got to look at their policies and see, like, what do they qualify here? How to earn CEUs. Here we go. Activities must be completed during the 3-year cycle. Yep, no problem. All right, so 50% must relate to exam objectives. Okay, no problem. You need to provide documentation for the following activities. Non-CompTIA IT industry certs, so we're not giving certs out here. Although if you take my CTEM course for free, that's 5 CPEs. Complete training in higher education, so that's that CTEM course, right? Participate in IT industry activities. All right, hold on. That's probably the closest one we can get here. So let's check out what they say here. IT industry participation. Receive CEUs for these activities. Teacher mentor, which is what I'm doing, not what you're doing. Create materials or participate as a SME in a workshop. So you see how CompTIA's qualifiers for CPs don't really qualify. So yeah, CompTIA doesn't seem to match. Now, if you took the information that we use in the stream and did something with it, that would certainly work. So, go for that. Marty Woolhams wants the link. Here's the thing. I can't drop the link in YouTube. That's the problem. So if you want to support the channel by clicking the link, you have to go to the Discord server. Okay, you have to go to this is me running towards cyber. You have to go to the Discord server, and then you have to go to the main chat SC. So Amish Runaway wants to know if she can paste this in chat. Here's the thing. I have pasted it in YouTube chat before, and the platform that counts the number of clicks, for some reason, YouTube looks like one click. I've had hundreds of people in YouTube click it, and then they're like, oh, one person clicked it. I'm like, that's not possible. And they're like, that's what happened. So I'm experimenting by dropping it here to see if that's what happens. So unfortunately, Marty Willems, if you can go to the Discord server, I know it's a pain in the butt to have multiple steps, but if you go to the Discord server, go to main chat SC and then click here. And CJ offered a suggestion for a link somewhere. Maybe we could do that. We'll get to that when we get to that. What else? What time is it? 9:23. I got a couple minutes left in me. Would that cover school classes for CompTIA? I think so. CJ. To me, that counts as instructor. Like that counts as like coursework, right? Like complete training in higher education. Let me see. Oh, actually, stop the presses. Rewind this. Check this out. Check it out. Complete training in higher education. If you, right here, attend a live webinar, as far as I'm concerned, that's what I'm doing. It just doesn't suck. So let's see what the requirements are. You must attend the live webinar, submit the following documentation, detailed description of the outline of the webinar, and complete certificate or registration email containing the following. So here's the deal. On-demand webinars and YouTube videos are only valid for CEUs if you can provide proof of registration or completion certificates. This is why I ask you to say what's up in chat and take a screenshot and file it away. As far as I'm concerned, what we do is absolutely 100% on brand, and you saying what's up is how you have that evidence. Guys, here's the thing. I could stick a registration portal in front of the daily cyber threat briefing. It would be a pain in the butt. I could do it, and then I could email you afterwards, and we could automate all that crap. But I think saying what's up in chat and taking a screen cap is enough. It's enough, okay? Oh, yeah, Luke Canfield. Master's classes? Heck yeah. Go to DEF CON? Dude, when I come back from DEF CON and Black Hat, I just smear 40 hours of CPEs into my cert bodies. Thank you, ZMF. I agree. Emmanuel Okpara, how do I get into GRC? Oh, my friend, you've come to the right place. Emmanuel, check this out. I got two things for you, Emmanuel. One, oops, wrong site. Hold on. One, go here. All right? Emmanuel Okpara, first of all, go here, right? This is my book for free. Download it, ebook. Now, the next thing is not free, but in my opinion, it's one of the best, fastest ways to get into GRC is my GRC course, okay? Again, this costs $60, but you can ask people in chat. In my opinion, this is actually underpriced. This could be a controversial hot take, but I think the fact that I priced $60 is so low that people don't actually think it has value, which is stunning to me, but it is what it is. So I think it's a fantastic course. I've had 20,000 plus students go through it. I've heard one bad comment in the entire time, and it had to do with a font. Okay. All right. Hey, it's 9:26. I got to get going. I got work to do, man. Thanks, everybody, for supporting. Thanks, Marty Woolham's. Good to see you. Good to see you in chat. My pleasure. Guys, Emmanuel, I just tagged you in chat with the link. So if you go, here's the deal, Emmanuel. Thank you, Yokota Strong. Very nice. Very nice. So Emmanuel Okpara, this is the link to the book and then the teachable link. Dane Riley says, love what you did with the GRC course. Absolutely worth it. Represent Simply Cyber, definitely underpriced. Thank you. I will tell you, I will tell you, I'm really conflicted because I love helping the community. And like when I take money from the community, but I mean, it's my business. I have to. So I don't know. I have been just, if you're still here 30 minutes into jaw jacking, you're definitely a hardcore member of the Simply Cyber community, Team SC. Thank you. Just internal monologue. I have been actually thinking about increasing the price of the GRC course to $90 just to help pay the bills. And because I still think it's a very, very fair price. I don't know if anyone has any thoughts on that. Again, it's a little controversial. I'm actually going to create a poll. And it again, even talking about it's awkward for me. And I would announce that I'd be doing this. I wouldn't just do it. All right, just a quick little, I'm kind of curious. I'm just kind of curious, guys. And be honest, please be honest. There's no attribution to your voting. So if you vote, I won't know. It's not like I'm going to be like, I'm not going to be like, oh, Marcus Kyler said it. What the heck? Like, oh, Marcus, you're not in the Yeet crew. No, it's none of that. It's really just, I just want to know. I just want to know. Okay. It's how I clothe my children and feed my family. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, what else we got in chat here? Let me look at mod chat and get some questions answered. Can you drop the link for the books you've recommended? Oh, yeah. So Curiosity for Life. Check this out, guys. I want to say shout out to Christina Paulika. She's helping me manage this. But you know all the books I always mention? We now have a website for that. So all the books I mention all the time, Tracers in the Dark, Cuckoo's Egg, Battlefield Cyber, all these things, my book, you know, if you want my book, this is Michelle Kahn's book right here. He's awesome. Fancy Bear Goes Fishing, wicked awesome. If you want to know these books, and there's links to all of them, Christina Paulika is helping me with this. Language Express wants me to increase it to 150. Thanks, Laura Flores. I do have a PhD. Yes. Yep. All right. So let's say a lot of people think it's fair. All right. Well, that's cool. Thank you. That's fair. Thank you. I was actually thinking maybe doing like increasing it to 90 and then like on Fridays, like raffle off one GRC thing. You know, I don't know. 80 votes, 280 people. I'll wait until the votes get a little higher so people can weigh in on this. Provide a service. Yeah, so people are talking about it. Thanks, Language Express. Oh, this is a great resource. BSEC. Hey, so I have my books, but I'm going to share this right here. DJ BSEC, he is a one of the mods and, you know, longtime Simply Cyber community member. If you like his cyber books, check this out. He's curated his own list of technical books, stories, business. So thank you very much, BSEC, for curating that and sharing with the community. I dropped a link in chat. Giddy up on that for sure. All right, now it's 9:31. I really got to go. Legrot, one comment on the book, on the course price. I think my only concern with raising the price in the U.S. might be okay, but outside the U.S., the U.S. dollar is strong, and people in some less strong nations might have troubles stretching to $90. Yeah, I hear you. I don't know if there's like a way to offer scholarships or coupons or something. Chris Young saying the labs in the GRC course have been really nice. Dane Riley likes the raffle. Yeah, I mean, I could even make it part of the show, right? So like Friday is James McQuiggan at 35,000 feet jokes, or Grayson's joke of the week presented by James McQuiggan at 35,000 feet with a GRC raffle prize. Like really kind of stretch it. So Kayla Sturgeon recommends the ability to pay more to help others. You may not know this, Kayla, but I did do that when I first launched the course. It's just, it became a manual maintenance nightmare for me because it's not like you can pay more and then I can say, oh, okay, like Kayla paid one. So this person who lives somewhere can't pay. So they can, so like, it just became like, I had to like vet like, can they pay? Like, are they, like, who are they? How do I get access? How many people bought gifts? Like, it was really hard to maintain that, Kayla. I actually pulled it off. I do want to share, one thing that, I do have to go, but I do want to share this with you guys because initially I thought this was like kind of a crazy idea, but I do like it and I'm going to do it. All right, so I'm going to end the poll right now at 100 votes. Thank you very much for voting. It looks like a strong majority, 87%, think it's fair to bring it up to $90. So I appreciate that. If I do decide to increase the rate, it will be well communicated out. And I might even, you know what? I might even send a coupon code out on the newsletter for people to get like 30% off so they can still get it at 60 for a period of time or something like that. I want to tell you something that my friend, my close friend, I love this guy like a brother. My close friend Pete suggested to me. So on the Cybersecurity 101 course, when I finally do put it out to market and everything, and I think you guys are going to crack up on this. So I'm going to have like the base price, right? And then I'm going to have another price that might even be like double, okay? And literally, and stop me if I already told you guys this, but basically I'm going to have a more expensive option, and the title of that option is I'm expensing this, right? And the idea is that like if you have training dollars, if your business is going to pay anyways and you want to help support the channel, support the community, you can just pay for the more expensive one because you're not paying for it. It's coming out of training budget, which you'd have to burn anyways. And it's a way for you to support the channel, take advantage of all the training dollars, no cost to you. I thought that was a really interesting thing. My buddy said, like, he works in marketing. He's like, yeah, no, it's pretty standard. People do it all the time. And I'm actually going to have a whole canned email and workflow for you to get your business to pay for it that you can just take advantage of anyways. So the option will be like the flat rate, come get Cyber 101, and then there'll be a more expensive tier that says I'm expensing this. And literally it's the same thing, but no one is obligated to buy that one. It'll just be an available option. Yeah, Chris Young, I haven't done the pricing yet. I'm still working through beta testing and all that. You know that. All right. I got to really go now. GoFundMe for the community scholarships. That's a good idea. So Chris Young's talking about a 1-hour live chat exclusive. I was thinking about having a higher tier. I'm just really nervous and apprehensive and cautious to commit my time. Like if it was like digital products or access to some resources, I'm happy to do that. Carving out an hour like weekly or something, that's really hard. My schedule, I travel, I make commitments, I'm working on multiple projects, I teach, I have 2 businesses, like I'm on multiple boards. Like I can't really, like, committing my time is hard. Like even the jaw jacking, I love doing it, but so anyways, we'll work through it together. We'll work through together as a team. All right, guys, I gotta go. Thanks for all the ideas. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the jaw jacking. I hope you got value from jaw jacking. I certainly got value. Good luck to everybody going off to interview today. Everybody trying to get their resume crushed. Good luck. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great day. See ya. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed that content. Keep the cybersecurity train going by connecting with the other Simply Cyber community resources. We have the Discord server that's lively and always keeps the conversation going. You can connect with me directly on LinkedIn. And also every single weekday morning on the Simply Cyber channel, we're doing live daily cyber threat briefings, 8 a.m. Eastern time, as well as Thursday at 4:30 p.m. We're doing live stream interviews with industry experts, and we produce videos that we push out every Wednesday morning. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. I hope you enjoyed the content, and we'll see you in the next one.